Okay, guys, here with Lee Carsley. If you can raise your hand if you've got a question, and please use the microphone available. Who would like to go first? Okay, Jeremy across there. Jeremy, if you take the mic.
Okay.
Hi, Lee. Sorry, what do you think went wrong tonight?
What do I think went wrong? Well, I thought I didn't think we started the game great. I thought that we were second best a lot of times. Obviously, we tried something different with the formation and the areas of the pitch that we tried to get into. We never really give ourselves a chance to see whether it was the right decision or wrong. I think we, obviously, looking at the result and the way that the game panned out. It was a challenging night for us. I think Greece was okay as well. I thought they played well. I thought they were, highly motivated as you'd expect. I thought we were just second best too much tonight.
Hi, Lee.
Alex.
Disappointing loss this evening, and you tried something different. But do you think it can work with those three players in a starting lineup?
I think with the players that we've got, I think we've got to be courageous at times with our systems and be creative. I think it's I could have quite easily have gone. We've recognised 9. We had 2 on the bench, but I thought it was important to try something different. I think at this stage as well, coming off the last 2 games, I never at any point thought that I've got it cracked. It was a case of let's try something different. And I'm happy to take blame for that. It was totally my idea. I thought about it long and hard in terms of how it might look, how we might build, how it might feel. It's something that I think it's something that we've, like I say, it probably didn't come off tonight. Well, it definitely didn't. But I don't think we should roll out. Having that opportunity to try something different.
Okay, you go Dan Kilpatrick, and then we go. Thanks, Max.
Hi, Lee. Well, what was the thinking behind playing Bellingham as a false 9, and were you tempted to kind of bring on an extra midfielder in the second half when perhaps it looked like it wasn't working?
Yeah, so Jude's got a lot of attributes of a 9 and a 10. He makes some great runs, and we thought that we could have different options in them wide areas as well in terms of running forward. So it was something that I thought about long and hard, and another chance to get Phil in a 10 as well. I think one of the challenges that we've probably got 3 or 4 number 10s that are very capable of playing there. So it was a case of trying to be a little bit creative with what we did.
Hi, Lee. It's just obviously there's a lot of focus on the formation, but it was interesting what you said there about never giving it a chance. So do you feel it was something else that just caused the issues on the night? And if so, can you elaborate?
No, I think it's a case of trying something different. The expectancy is that we just pick a team that beat Greece comfortably at Wembley. You got to take into consideration the opposition are highly motivated and trying to stop you. So I think it's, like I say, I don't think it's something that you should rule out. At times we have to be creative, especially with the players that we've got. But yeah, there was obviously a lot of challenges tonight.
Could go this side to Jonathan Northcroft.
Hi, Lee. Given that you gave yourselves a chance, you got back into the game.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you say about losing a goal in stoppage time? Then is that a mentality thing, or bad defending, or
yeah? I thought all of the goals were poor. Even our goal in terms of the mistakes. I mean, Jude was a great finish by Jude, but you look at our goals and the manner in which we concede is disappointing because we know the quality that we've got. You expect better, but like I say, I thought that too often tonight we were second best. We spoke in there about setbacks and how you respond to that, and it'd be a good test for us now going over to Finland, and a game I'm really looking forward to.
Good, Mike and Henry.
Bukayo Saka, was that an injury? Was that an injury rather than precaution?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
What would you?
He's been assessed, but yeah, he obviously in the build up to the goal, the first goal, I think you could see that he'd felt something in his leg.
Is having that amount of talent, attacking players, does it show how difficult it is a night like this to get everybody all on the pitch at the same time?
Yeah, I think it was a case of I won't say experiments. It was a case of looking at something different. I think with the players that we've got, that is that challenge. That is the challenge to try and find a way to get our most attacking players on the pitch. And obviously you can't forget the other end as well in terms of how important that is and some of the gaps and chances that we're going to afford the opposition if we do go down that route. But I thought, yeah, we've tried something and it's not quite come off.
Lee, hi. Did you explain your thinking to Ollie and Dom? And if so, how did they react? Thank you.
In terms of what?
Well, the fact that they were both centre forwards and you were playing with a false nine.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I spoke to Ollie. Yeah, spoke to them both. I spoke to Ollie and just explained that I was going to try something different. He was fine about it, as they both are. They both got great attitudes, and I thought they both done really well when they came on as well. They made an impact as I expected. But I thought it was important to explain that I was trying to, do something different.
So many of England fans' favourite players were playing tonight. Foden, Bellingham, all of those attacking players. But so often they were having to track back and make tackles, which isn't necessarily their game.
Yeah.
Has there been a learning there as far as that need to have more capability in those areas? Because Cole Palmer and Foden aren't necessarily the players to be chasing back.
Well, I think it's important that we keep the ball better in them areas. I didn't think we had as much control of the game as we have in the last two games. Bearing in mind that's the third game that we've done. I'm really reluctant on getting too down on the players. I still think there's, I've still got a lot of belief in that squad. I think they're an outstanding squad, and hopefully respond well on the next game.
Hi Lee. You've mentioned about how tonight was about trying something different, and I know you've played a similar system with the under-21s last year, but given everything about that, would it be fair to call this a bit of an experiment, the way that you lined up tonight?
No, definitely not an experiment. I thought it was a creative way of trying to play, similar to what we just spoke about there, getting our some of our attacking players on the pitch to see what that would look like. Obviously, with this job, you have to do that a lot of the times in competitive games, which obviously we've done tonight. So it's important that we have that chance to be a little bit creative with the selections.
Lee, do you think the outcome impacts negatively on your hopes of becoming permanent manager?
Yeah. So I was quite surprised on the after the last camp in terms of like the job's mine and like it's mine to lose and all the rest of it. No, my remit has been clear from the start. I'm doing 3 camps. There's 3 games left, and then hopefully I'll be going back to the 21s. So it's neither almost no impact.
Hopefully you'll be going back to the 21s though. Do you not want the job permanently? Or?
No, I said at the start that I won't rule myself in or out, and that's still the case. I'm more than comfortable in my position where I am. The remit was clear. I'm comfortable and confident with that. So after the first camp, I definitely didn't get too excited or believe too much. I know that I'm very very aware that this job is one of the best jobs in the world in terms of the you've actually got a chance of winning. Obviously, I'm talking about that after a loss, but in terms of a major competition, and that's still the case.
Lee, with Finland in mind, what's the situation with Jack Grealish and Harry Kane, and you looking to change things again for that match?
Yeah, so we'll assess them too tomorrow. There's obviously we'll train in the morning, and hopefully Jack and Harry will take part in that session. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we'll definitely be freshening up the team for the next game.
English players are more famous than the Greek. Did you felt that tonight you underestimated Greece, that you took victory for granted?
No, definitely not. I thought we definitely done our preparation on the Greece team. We knew a lot about their past games as well. So we knew that they'd be very good. We watched the last 2 games as well, also in the group. So, you know, we knew that it was going to be a tough opposition. I don't think it was a case of thinking that we just had to turn up to win. I think it was just a case that we wasn't good enough on the night.
There, and then we'll finish with Tom.
Hi Lee, after today's loss, how important do you view set pieces in turning games in your favour? At club level, we're seeing teams use them in more creative ways to obviously create some really good goal-scoring opportunities. So is that a focus in the England setup, and were you satisfied with the team's set pieces today?
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we take really seriously. I think it's with the deliveries that we've got in the team and the quality that we've got on the ball. We obviously need to be better at set plays, in both boxes, and that's something that we're constantly working on.
Tom, then, sir.
Hi Lee. First of all, tonight's trying to be creative.
Yeah.
Has that put you off at all, trying to be creative in your other 3 games? And just to clarify, are you saying that you are interested in this job on a full-time basis?
Well, do you want me to answer the first? So yeah, it's definitely. I mean, my position and my understanding of coaching. I want to attack. You've seen the teams play. It's something that's really important to me. And with that, you do lose games. You do lose some games. It's not ideal, of course it's not. But with that mentality, I've found that, you know, I definitely win more games than not. You know, it's very disappointing tonight, but nothing changes in terms of the way that I see the game. You know, it's not affected how I see it. What was the last question? Okay, yeah. It doesn't. Nothing's changed in that respect. Like I say, my remit was to do the 3 camps, and then to hand over.
Last question.
Hello, Lee. I'm sorry to labour the point, but you said hopefully I'll be going back to the under-21s, and then you also said I'm not ruling myself in or I'm not ruling myself out.
Yeah.
So do you want this job or not?
Well, nothing's changed in what I said in the first press conference. I think it's a fantastic job. I'm lucky that I've got a good job as it is in terms of the 21s. But like I say, after the first camp, when we won 2 games and had 2 really good performances, my ambitions didn't change. I think it's important that I give it everything I've got for the next 3 games. I'm really happy and comfortable in terms of the communication that I have with my bosses. So nothing's changed in that respect.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.